नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका के न्यूज़ 24/7 में। चलिए देखते हैं आज की हेडलाइंस। पावर प्ले, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन महाराष्ट्र पॉलिटिक्स। In a dramatic turn of events which followed months of speculation, the Nationalist Congress Party leader Ajit Pawar, who is also NCP chief Sharad Pawar's nephew, led a vertical split in his party and joined hands with the ruling Shiv Sena BJP alliance in Maharashtra and became the deputy chief minister on July 2. A move that could undermine party supremo Sharad Pawar and dent effort for opposition unity ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Following Karnataka playbook, Congress lines up shops for Telangana voters, crop house assistance to pension. The Congress party in Telangana is yet to finalize its manifesto for the assembly election slated for December this year, but party leaders are already talking about a slew of welfare benefits that it would pledge to give to the people if voted to power. As the state Congress leaders spread out to connect with voters in various districts, some of the benefits that they would promise to them include providing an LPG cylinder at Rs 500 to eligible beneficiaries, crop investment assistance of Rs 15,000 per acre to all farmers including tenant farmers, Rs 5,000 more than what the K. Chandrasekhar Rao led Bharat Rashtra Samiti BRS government is currently providing, which does not include tenant farmers, monthly pension of Rs 4,000 to unemployment individual, senior citizen, widows and disabled persons among others. Foreigners on our own land, ethnic clashes threaten to push India's Manipur state into civil war. As they saw the smoke rising up from torch houses nearby, Nancy Chingtanning and her family knew that urgently needed to escape. It was early May and all around them, Manipur, a state in the northeast of India, had begun to burn as members of dominant Meitei ethnic group voluntarily clashed with the minority Kukis in some of the regions. Worst ethnic conflict in living ceremony. Has a minority Kuki living in the state capital of Imphal, where the Meitei tribe dominate in number and political power. 29-year-old Chingtaneng feared for her life. News has already reached them of relatives and neighbors being targeted by Meitei gang. Late that night, 5 members of the family piled into a car and headed for a Kuki-controlled area of the state. Southern part of United States might become unlivable for humans due to extreme heat. The entire world is facing drastic consequences of rising temperature resulting in extreme heat. The situation in the United States is no different, with heat waves being experienced in the nation. Recently, heat warnings were sounded across the country during the 4th of July celebrations. Delhi and Himachal Pradesh, at least 15 die as heavy rain slash Indian state. At least 15 people have died in 3 days in North India's heavy rains caused widespread flooding. In the Himalayan state of Himachal Pradesh, landslide and flash flood have damaged houses and paralyzed lives. A similar situation prevailed in the neighboring Uttarakhand, where water levels of several rivers have crossed the danger mark. In Delhi, school has been shut as the entire city was flooded over the weekend. The situation was particularly alarming in some pockets of the city, where residents were left stranded as water overflowed from clogged drains and submerged roads. Many had to plow on through the flood waters or spend many hours in traffic jams. A woman was crushed to death on Saturday evening after the ceiling of her house collapsed on her. Several residents took to social media to express their frustration as the country's capital failed to withstand 3 days of rain. A local resident, Sarita Gupta, said, "I don't know what the government is doing about this. It's not just 1 year, it happens every year." PM Modi to be conferred with Lokmanya Tilak National Award, Sharad Pawar to be chief guest. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will confer with Lokmanya Tilak Nationalist Award in Pune on August 1 in recognition of his supreme leadership and for awakening the feeling of patriotism among citizens, organizers said on Monday. The Tilak Samark Mandir Trust, Hind Swaraj Sangh, will confer the Lokmanya Tilak National Award upon Prime Minister Narendra Modi on August 1, the 103rd death anniversary of Lokmanya Tilak. Trust President Deepak Tilak said in a release. It said India climbed the ladder of progress under the supreme leadership of the Prime Minister under the concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat. PM Modi awakened the feeling of patriotism among citizens and put India on the global map. Considering his perseverances and efforts and highlighting his work, the trustees of the Tilak Samark Mandir Trust have unanimously selected him for the award, the release said. Southern part of United States might become unavailable for humans due to extreme heat. The entire world is facing drastic consequences for rising temperatures resulting in extreme heat. The situation in the United States is no different with heat wave being experienced in the nation. Recently, heat warnings were sounded across the country during the 4th of July celebrations. Amid the current situation on Sunday, NBC meteorologist Angie Lassman reminded about a 2022 UN climate report which warned that parts of Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, and California would become less suitable for human habitation by 2070 due to rising temperature in the United States. United States has world's most powerful military. Pakistan is the 7th. Can you guess India's rank? The United States has the strongest military force in the world, with Russia and China in 2nd and 3rd and India in 4th place, according to Global Firepower, a data website that tracks global defense-related information. The 2023 military threatened list, which also includes the nation with the weakest military force in the world, which includes Bhutan and Iceland, assessed over 60 factors. Global Firepower said it is established a given nation score with categories ranging from quantity of military units and financial standing to logistical capabilities and geography. Our unique in-house formula allows for smaller and more technologically advanced nations to compete with larger and lesser developed power. Special modifiers in the form of bonuses and penalties are applied to further refine the list, which is compiled annually. Trends do not necessarily indicate a declining power, as changes to the GFP formula can also account for this. Russian President Putin met mercenary chief Prigozhin post-rebellion, confirms Kremlin. The Kremlin said on Monday that Russian President Vladimir Putin met with Wagner mercenary chief Yevgeny Prigozhin on June 29, 5 days after the group marched towards Moscow in a short-lived rebellion. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov told reporters that Putin invited 35 people to the meeting, including unit commanders, and that it lasted 3 hours. The Wagner commanders told Putin they were his soldiers and would continue to fight for him, Peskov said. The brief mutiny led by Prigozhin, in which Wagner fighters took control of the southern city of Rostov, confronted Putin with the gravest challenge to his hold on power since taking over as Russia's paramount leader on the last day of 1999. It was diffused in a deal brokered by Belarus President Alexander Lukashenko. Putin has since thanked his army and security services for averting chaos and civil war. Prigozhin has said the mutiny was not aimed at overthrowing the government but at bringing to justice the army and defense chiefs for what he called their blunders and unprofessional actions in Ukraine. State launches Amo Odisha Navin Odisha scheme with Rs 50 lakh entitlement to each Gram Panchayat. Odisha Cabinet on Monday approved Amo Odisha Navin Odisha scheme with an allocation of Rs 4,000 crore. The scheme is going 9 proposal that got the cabinet nod on Monday. The state government has modified the guidelines of the earlier intervention Amo Gaon Amo Vikas by giving it a new dimension in the form of Amo Odisha Navin Odisha under the state plan to make it effective from the financial year 2023 and 24. There is provision of Rs 4,000 crore under the scheme from the state budget. The scheme will cover all Gram Panchayats in each block of the state with the entitlement of Rs 50 lakh. The project cost will be between Rs 2.5 lakh to Rs 10 lakh. As per a government press release, the vision of the intervention is to transform the state into modern and aspirational Odisha, retaining the essence, soul and spirit of Jagannath culture and spreading it over the world. ऐसे ही और न्यूज़ को जानने के लिए जुड़े रहिए के न्यूज़ 24/7 के साथ.